this USO or whatever it could be. And like that Lake Iliac in Russia, uh, just that they saw those being 6 of them, and what they did to just push them upward with whatever. It was like a whoosh, and they were up at the surface, and it killed 2 of the divers. So, but the USO off, yeah, I think it's Camp Vanguard that's off there. And they do things, and strange things have happened. It's like when certain tests, certain aircraft or missiles are trying to be launched and things happen, they just shut totally down. There's no reasonable explanation for this, and they think that the USO base off there is definitely watching to see what we do. Are we going to harm ourselves? Are we going to make sure we don't start World War III? I think they're protecting us from ourselves, actually. There's just so much information out there, and I'm going to delve more into this USO thing because it's amazing. What better place to have a base than underwater where we can't get to? We don't have the technology to go that deep. We can go so far, and that's it. There's so much we don't know about the oceans and some of these lakes and, bodies of water. Yes, Ike, thank you. Dang, that had to be... That had to be really frightening, Michelle. I mean, honestly. But there's so much we don't know about the sea. There's new creatures and forms of life they're discovering yet. So, what a perfect place to have a base, USO base. There's also, and I have to look it up, and I promise I will, where they found it looked like a rock, is like kind of a rock, and they described it as a yeah, that would have scared me. Dive for cover for sure. They found this like stone aircraft. They believe it's an USO. One guy described it looks like the Millennium Falcon. Okay, Millennium Falcon. So, they're saying, well, why does it kind of look like stone? Well, it's like a petrified tree, same type of thing. It's been there so long it's petrified. And they found skid marks that lead, to its resting place. They're quite long skid marks. They said, well, could a submarine do that? Why? They're like, no, a submarine wouldn't be on the bottom, scraping bottom, number one. It looked like it landed under there, and that's where it stayed. So that's a theory. It's a USO. So there's a lot of sightings that these objects just come up. There's no splash, no sound, no nothing. A lot of lights, though. That's one thing, like Michelle said, the lights. And they just either take off or go back underwater. So who's to say that they're coming from space? They could be under our oceans and bodies of water right now. So there you go. I think it's a real good possibility that makes so much sense to me. And who's to say they aren't watching our bases? Because we had that on the UFOs, different things just shutting totally down, doesn't work, whatever the case may, and there's no rational explanation for this happening. So we're going to do more of this, another time also. about USOs and UFOs. There's just so much out there, and it's just overwhelming at sometimes, so much information. But why hasn't the government told us about these USOs? We're finding, people are finding this out on their own. People are coming forward. There's hundreds of sightings, not just here, but all over the world. Like I said, Sweden is a hot spot for this, the Baltic Sea there. So they believe they have one there, and they are hunting for it. Nothing yet, of course not. But yeah, so, and like Ilyak, I believe the name of it was, in Russia, that they saw those beings, and 2 divers were actually killed in that, when they were propelled upwards. I don't think as those supposed declassified reports said, there are no any kind of threat from them. Well, no, they're not threatening us. I think they're protecting us from ourselves in some cases. And I believed, that we've talked about this before, even with Michelle said it, the technology that we have now. No, it's not futuristic. Well, some of it is, but it's not like we wanted flying cars and stuff by now, but here we are eating Tide Pods. Let's not go into that. But anyway, where is this technology coming from? Yeah, that's right. That's what I was looking for, Michelle. Yes. The technology with LED lights. Yes. That would be a good description of that. Excellent, Michelle. Thank you. Yes. Yes, that's how they should have described it. Yes, LED lights, the brightness. Yeah, because that's what they're saying. It's so bright. And that it kind of blinds them. Yes. And, they didn't have those then, did they? No, surprise, we do now. So, yeah, the technology, where is this all coming from? Yes, we have some really genius people, yes, and there's no doubt. But where did the idea of it come from? They had to get it, get the idea from somewhere, and come up with how to do it. So, a lot of unanswered questions yet, and I think there always will be. I don't think we'll ever find out the truth, because the government sure is going to tell us. We'll have to find out on our own, apparently. Maybe we should all get together and just take a trip and find out for ourselves. What do you think? So, UFOs and USOs, do you believe? Yes, I do. But do you? And thanks for sharing that, Michelle. That I hope that wasn't hard for you to do that. That is so cool, though. It happens when you're not expecting it, I think. Don't be looking for it, because the more you look, the less you find sometimes, right? So I just travel around, don't expect anything, and you might be surprised for sure. It's when you least expect it. You're not looking for that. So, go to near some of these places. But they're finding out that a lot of these sightings near our bases and stuff. So, I think they're protecting us from us, making sure we don't go absolutely crazy. It's just strange that these missiles and aircraft and different things just shut down. There's no explanation or anything. They just don't work. So, lots and lots of info out there. So, but I think I'm going to end it for tonight. I have to get up for work again. It sucks. But we're going to do some more on this. Yeah, most people don't believe it. Yeah, because they don't want to believe there could be something else. It might scare them too much, or their minds can't, maybe they have no imagination. Some people are like that. It's just either it's black or white, nothing in between. Yeah, they can claim you were drunk or high, but you don't have to be. No, I don't believe you were either. I believe you saw that. But most people who see things in black and white, there's an explanation for them. They will make up an explanation for you. But those kind of people, they see in black and white with no grace. And that's not how it really is. So, yeah, no, I agree. I agree, Michelle. And they call us crazy, yeah. So, we will continue this discussion for sure, because I have lots more information. But I'll be able to get more on there when I have to get up for work at 7 in the morning. So, that'll work. You guys are freaking awesome. That's funny, Michelle. Yeah, I don't think who could make something like that up? Seriously, I mean, if you really think about it, it's like, whoa. Yeah, no, no. Yeah, but you just ate. You're walking around. Yeah, it was probably gorgeous out. But I think a lot of people, like I said, see in black and white only. To them, there is no gray areas, which is not how it is. So. Anyway, thanks you guys. Ike, Gina, Jenny, Michelle, you are just, yeah. I love you, Michelle. You're just so awesome. And you, great experiences, great insight. I like that though with the LED lights. That was how would you explain lights? LED lights, exactly. Perfect. Yeah. But there's so much more information out there. We'll get into more of that. Wow. It's just because it impacted your life. You can remember the littlest things. That's cool. You do? Just, yeah. I mean, do you go out there and film it or just leave something out there, Ike? Do you have a camera or something that you just leave out there? God, if I could spell, it'd be amazing. Or do you go out? Oh, you go out. Never mind. You answered it before I. You answer faster than I can type. Yeah, this conversation is not finished. We will get into more of it. There you go. Get some. There's some tips from somebody who knows. She'll get you there. So, what do you think? We should go on a trip to some of these. Maybe we'll see something you never know. There you go. Nice, Ike. Or get something that you can leave running out there. Don't be out there. Just let it run for a few, and see if you come up with something. Maybe a trap cam. There you go. Yeah, he does. Get a trap cam and put it out somewhere, and leave it. Sometimes that's when you're going to get something, when you're not looking for it. Excuse me. Oh, this weather's driving me crazy. Oh my God, my sinuses are like, what is wrong with you? They're having a war in my head. Oh my God. Yeah, he does. But you've had some great experiences. I only had one, really, with the UFOs, so. What do you think of a trap cam, Michelle? That would work maybe a little better. Yeah, sometimes. Cool, like, let us know